Learn how to make a drawstring using this method. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you the step-by-step process of making a drawstring on your dress. First of all, you are going to make 2 strings that you are going to pass through the drawstring channels. The next you want to do now is the drawstring channel. So I have the channel here already ironed out. I've gone ahead to fold the seam allowance on both sides inward, and I have the width at 2 inches. Next, you're going to place the channel onto your dress like so. Then you will bring one of the strings and place the string onto the channel. After that, you're going to use your pin to secure the string down. Bring the second string and place it onto the channel this way and secure with your pin. Next, we are going to stitch up the channel and the strings to the main dress. After stitching this up, we are going to now stitch the channel alone to the main dress. So move the strings out of the way and place your channel onto the main dress like so. Next, stitch on the crease line that we have made at the middle part. When you get to the hem area here, you're going to cut your fabric upward about ½ inch away from the hem. After cutting ½ inch of the channel away from the hem of the main dress, you're going to fold in ½ inch seam allowance inward. So by the time you're done, you should have about 1 inch distance between the channel and the dress. Next, you're going to bring in the string like so, place it inward this way and begin to stitch. Now when you stitch, ensure you don't stitch on the string that you have tucked inward. If you stitch on the string, you won't be able to pull this by the time you are done. So we want this to be very flawless and smooth. That is why you need to be careful when you stitch this up. I'll come to this side now and move the string inward this way. Then I'm going to run my stitches from the top downward. So you see why it's very important to iron your seam allowance on the channel before you stitch the channel to the main dress. It makes your work very easy. Alright, we are practically done with the making of this drawstring. I will go ahead now and pull this for you to see what it looks like. You can see how I pull this effortlessly. That means I did not stitch on the string. So this is what yours should look like by the time you are done making the drawstring. Thank you so much for watching.